Alrighty, my friends. Hello and welcome to the Great Wall. Hey, this is challenge number 3, and it is an on your own problem. So you should have solved the entire problem on your own. That means you should have solved problem A, B, C, and D all on your own. And now you're going back and watching each of these videos and each part. Without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. Wicked wasps, abominable alligators here, and brutal bison are attacking your school. That is correct, my friends. These wicked wasps are buzzing and swarming in anticipation of stinging unsuspecting children. That is not nice. No. Abominable alligators are crawling faster than fast in anticipation of snapping their jaws. That is correct. On a tasty leg. Ouch, that's no good. And brutal bison are swinging their heads this way and that, thrusting their horns in anticipation of breaking down classroom walls. Now that is just disrespectful. Shame on you. All right, but that's not the worst of it, my friends. There are more animals a-coming. You have just been told that there are 67, let's write that down, 67 different animals racing towards your school, all in anticipation of destruction. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, lucky for you, your school architects have designed a wall that grows at the same rate that these animals here are growing. Whoops. Look at that, I was writing on it, and I meant to use my pointer here. Shame. All right, let's get rid of that. Your job as school mathematician is to discover how many bricks are needed to build your Great Wall. Now, if you solve this algebraic problems below all successfully, then you will have created your Great Wall and will protect all of the children within your school. Hooray for you, my friend. Alrighty, so for part A, all you have to do is continue this growth pattern to the 4th section. And we've got the first 3 here, but I like to show you how I do it. Now, in this case, each square, star, or triangle counts as one block, and that'll come into effect a little later. But for right now, let me show you how I would do this if I was going to be drawing these, because I got a little trick that works pretty well. First of all, I'm going to write S1, and then I take this bottom block and I make one big rectangle and then I cut it. So watch how I do that. So I'm going to go for section 1. I'll just take this and make a block here. And then it needs to be cut into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, which means I'll draw 3 lines. So I'm going to just go like this, 1, 2, and 3. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, just like we have up here. Now I need to add this square here. So I'm going to add a square right up on top. And then, holy cow, I just realized I got no room. Alrighty, so I move that. That's nice with this little program I have here. I can do that. So now I need to add a star on top, and I'm going to just make it like that. And then I've got to add a triangle here, a triangle here, and a triangle here. And that looks pretty similar to number 1. It's good enough because you can see how many squares, blocks, and squares, stars, and triangles we have here, and I can count them up later. So now I'm ready to do section 2, and I'm going to do this big rectangle here and then add the others on top. So watch how I do that. I'm going to just reach this up one little block higher, and then I'm going to break it here because in this one I have 1, 2, right? And then I'm going to break it into 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, which means 3 lines. Now for this first one, I'm going to actually come up here and make my block right away. And that way I've got this block taken care of. And that's 1 line. So I'll do 2 and 3. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns, right? Now I have to put my star on top with the triangles. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go, uh-oh. I normally start here. Super. And making that noise actually does help. All right. Some people didn't know that, but I'll tell you, for truthfulness. That helps making those noises. All right, super. All right, so now I've got the 3 triangles, the star, it's a beautiful star, and my growth pattern of the blocks down below. Next, I'll do the, I gotta put the S2 here, and that stands for section number 2. And now I'm gonna start on section number 3. So once again, I'm going to draw my big rectangle first, and I come up just one more block, right? So I'm gonna go up one more block, and then over and down. And then I'm going to cut this line here and this line here because now I have 1, 2, 3 rows, right? And I got to do that block on top. So I'm going to bring this up for one more block and down. And remember, as I said, I want 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. So this gave me, that means 3 lines. I've got the first line here. I'll do 2 more. So this is 2 and 3 lines, and sure enough, my friends, that gives me 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. All I have to do now is add my star, and I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to go like this, and that's actually a little nicer star, isn't it? Super. All right, and then I'm going to add my triangle here, my triangle here, my triangle here, and bam, I'm all done with section number 3. Bam, perfect. All right, so now I want to make my 4th section, and if I follow the same pattern, I've got 1 row of 4, then 2 rows of 4, then 3 rows of 4. So on this one, I'm going to have 4 rows of 4, right? So I'm going to come up one more, make my big box first, right? And then come straight across, and then I'm going to come 1, 2, and 3 lines will give me 4 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And then I'm going to make that first block that goes up, and that's going to give me my first line. And remember, I wanted to make 4 columns, so I've got 1. Actually, I'll do 3 lines to make 4 columns. So this is my first line, and my second line, and my third line. And sure enough, my friends, I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. Bam! All I have to do is my my little star here and then the triangles, and I'm going to go like this. Bam, 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 bam. Super. I got to fit my triangle in here, and that 3 is in the way. Shame on you. That's my fault, by the way. And then I'll do this one, and bam. There you have it, my friends. This is all you needed to do. Oh, wait, one more second, my friend. You need to label that section 4, right? And that's all you really needed to do for the first step, step A of this problem. So make sure that your growth pattern looks similar to mine here. Hopefully you have nicer stars than I do, but make sure it looks similar. If you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all, my friend. Pause that video, fix that mistake. That is your fastest way to learn. And then until next time, which is hopefully going to be right away because you're already done with this problem and you'll watch the next video. But until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.